Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while since I've been on the air, so I picked this Saturday morning to put one out there concerning muscle toning and muscle health, something that we all lose as we get older, something else that happens when we start gaining weight. So we are in week 1 of our 90-day plan with everybody, and one of the big words that we used in there was mitochondrial health. So we're going to hear about that this morning and how a new supplement they isolate, we're going to talk about our approach to this, can boost mitochondrial health and make more muscle. The information you hear on the Nutrition Shop Health Talk with Dr. Len is strictly educational and is not intended to diagnose or treat any disease. Any healthcare decision should be discussed with your health professional. And now, here is Dr. Len. And again, we're going to be talking about an article from the University of Washington School of Medicine. Excellent information about mitochondrial health in 1 second. As we have always done on Saturday mornings, just a daily devotional, something to hopefully inspire you as you start out your weekend. God can meet us in the midst of any hardship, no matter how distressing or detrimental it may be. Psalm 42. The author of this article says, when I visited the West Coast, I had the opportunity to do some photography at a spectacular beach. From 75 feet above, I watched huge waves roll in and crash on the rocks below, twisting and breaking and spraying foam in the air. While observing this magnificent display, I realized that our lives are very much like those rocks when we're living in God's grace. This world can throw some mighty fierce waves at us, but no hardship can overcome God's provision for enduring it. That's because His Spirit lives within each believer. God has granted us everything we need to emerge triumphant, no matter how intense the pain may be. Our peace and joy originate not in our circumstance of life, but in our relationship with Christ. That's why we can experience contentment even when a tidal surge slams against us. What situation is crashing upon you? Relationship problems, health issues, financial struggles? God wants you to live in His grace, rely on His strength, and put your hope in His unfailing love. If you on your own were capable of handling everything that came your way, how would others ever realize that the Lord's strength is what makes you strong? Good thoughts as we start this weekend. We're all going through stuff. There's days it seems like everything's just caving in. Keep focused on Him. An oral supplement intended to stimulate the body's natural process appears to promote muscle endurance and mitochondrial health in humans. New research suggests that a supplement, and I'm not going to give you the name, it's a trademarked product, may help improve or prolong muscle activity in people who are aging, who have diseases that makes exercise difficult. So in this world where perhaps obesity keeps you from exercising, or joint health, or breathing, go down the list. Could you be taking something that actually mimics exercise and actually helps your muscles? One of the big points that we made in this 90-day plan that we laid out was to be able to go into the mitochondria, those little engines that are inside of every part of our body, and enhance them to work more efficiently. Mitochondrial health. And if you do that, you end up with more energy. You get more energy, you end up burning, yes, the word burning, more of the triglycerides that are stored in those fat cells in your body. We made the claim many times, the number of fat cells you have in your body are the same today as they were when you started into puberty. But they've started to soften and contain and be filled like a balloon. This article goes on to say it's relevant both to people with chronic diseases and people who want to be more active later in life, said lead author David Marcinick, a professor of radiology at the University of Washington School of Medicine. His research is focused on the role of the mitochondria in aging and chronic disease. This product they're talking about is a byproduct of a person's gut bacteria. And adding in a diet comprising polyphenols found in pomegranate, berries, and nuts. Because diet, age, genetic, and disease affect the makeup of the gut microbiome, people produce this, what they call urolithium A, at variable rates. The compound is also produced and sold by some supplement companies. It's been shown in animal tests and molecular studies in humans to stimulate mitophagy, a process that Marinick explains as the mitochondrial quality control. Excuse me, mitochondria are like batteries that power the cells in your body, he said, but over time they break down. The process of mitophagy recognizes this failure and proactively tears down the mitochondria, reducing it to elemental components that a cell can reuse. But with aging, mitophagy becomes less efficient, and your body accumulates this pool of failing mitochondria. It's one way that muscles become less functional as we age. The researchers studied a small cohort of people over the age of 65 who were randomized to receive a placebo or a daily supplement. And in this case, we're talking about our pro-lean greens and our pro-purples, the combination of the two to give you the polyphenols and the mitochondrial boost. Across both cohorts, 2 comparisons of muscle function were found to support the thesis. So it goes on to say, even though we did not observe the effect of the supplement on whole body functioning, they only did it a short term, these results are still exciting because they demonstrate that just taking a supplement for a short duration actually improved muscle endurance. Plasma samples were collected from the study participants at the outset, at 2 months, and at 4 months. The purpose was to assess the supplement's potential effect on the biomarkers of mitochondrial health and inflammation. Just getting them over to the point where exercise is possible, a walk around the block or climbing some stairs, just might help a person lose weight and improve their health. That's what this process was all about. And you know, you can still jump in. We're still allowing people to jump into the protocol and the process that Rhonda and I are doing. Full details at thenutritionshop.net. Or call us at the office at 678-228-8900, 678-228-8900. Hopefully that inspires you to get some things going this weekend. If you want to know more about the Pro Purples and the Pro Lean Greens, 2 powders that can be mixed together that taste wonderful and can make a big difference in your health. Give our staff a call, 678-228-8900.